The idea of a directly elected Lord Mayor is something in my 2 years as a councillor is something that's taking greater prominence with each passing month. Every month I put a question through talking about the idea of waste management services and the ineffective waste management services that blight your city. And what I always receive back is this response that Dublin City Council is no longer in the waste management business. I believe that is a scary response to a democratically elected public servant like myself, asking why citizens I represent, the majority of whom pay their property taxes and not receiving a standard services. And we have nobody who we can hold to account for that. And I think that's the problem in terms of what the system as it stands at the moment. There is no democratic legitimacy. There's nobody we can hold to account either as an individual in 5 years' time, either as an ideology or as a party. And I think that, at a very fundamental level, that changes how we do politics in this city. That's not new politics, that's transformative politics. That's what can give people a buy-in into how their city operates. I think that's what we're missing at the moment. I just talked to Dermot there, who's a friend of mine, and Dermot told me when the Rosie Hacker Bridge was being named, 18,000 people took an interest in the naming of that Rosie Hacker Bridge. That small example shows that when people feel they have a vested interest in their city, they will absolutely engage. And the type of apathy that we meet in the doorsteps around politics, that changes if people see that they have a buy-in to that. One of the big things I see from a democratically elected mayor is the idea of the Dublin brand. I mean, who speaks on behalf of Dublin? Who represents us on a national scale? Who represents us to the folks in academia? Who represents us if the business community? Who kind of projects themselves to the world stage? I know the IDA do a good job of that, but who do business leaders get into a picture with, you know? Oh, jeez, that's flying along. So I suppose for me, it comes down to the idea of democratic accountability. It comes down to the idea of brand recognition. The people of Dublin need to have a say in who represents them. For me, as a kind of a smaller point, I'm on the SPC, as John mentioned, I'm on the housing and the arts SPC. I was formerly on the economic SPC. And these are specific policy groups with strong chairs. Paul McAuliffe was the chair of the enterprise and economic SPC. That's an SPC that works well because we have leadership and somebody who can be held to account for it. The same with Rebecca Moynihan as chair of the SPC, a strong leader who will drive the arts culture of this city, and we get to hold them to account in 4 years' time. That's what's absent in terms of how we're doing democracy at local level at the moment, is there is no accountability. Nobody who stands forward and presents a vision of the city, and more importantly, who in 5 years' time is held to account for that. And that's where I believe things would change dramatically. Thanks, Pat. I won't keep you any longer. Thank you.